One of the biggest questions in life is certainly, how do I find my purpose? Because without purpose, we don't really have a clear direction in life, and we don't really know where we want to go, or we cannot really find fulfillment. My name is Leandra, I'm a human design specialist and I work in the holistic health space. And in this video, we're gonna go and explore deeper purpose, what it actually means, and how you can find also your purpose. Because I come from a place where I think that every single person has a purpose. And when we look through the lens of human design, we all have our unique gifts and our unique talents, but obviously also our challenges in life. And if we're tapping into our gifts instead of tapping into the things that are not in alignment for us, that's when we can live in alignment, and that's when we can find fulfillment, and that's when we can go ahead in life. And that is what we can also call stepping into our highest self, or maybe also we could call it stepping into our purpose. And whereas the term purpose is obviously very charged and a lot of people have a lot of ideas about it, I want to first of all say that purpose doesn't necessarily need to be connected to the work that we're doing. However, it feels very good if your work is connected also to what you feel is your purpose and what drives you. However, you could live that in your family life, you could live that in your social circle, you could live that for yourself. So purpose is often in our societies connected to only work, and I just want to clarify that it doesn't have to be. However, if you want to find your purpose and make it your work, then this video is also for you. So the purpose does not come by thinking about it or by overthinking, what am I good at, what did I study, what is the next step that I have to do. So in order to find your purpose, you really need to let go of all the conditioning and lean back into who you truly are and what your passions are. And if you're struggling that you might think you don't have a passion or you don't have an interest, go back and ask your parents or your caretakers, what were you like as a child? Or remember, what did you like doing when you were younger? Because often that is a great indicator on what we're actually here to bring into the world or what we really like to do. So if you go back as a child, or also if you maybe in this present moment have passions and have things that lighting you up, and that can be very simple things that don't always need to be work-related things, or bigger things like a massive like world-changing thing. It could be as simple as you like to cook really nice meals, or you really like nature and you like gardening with your neighbors, etc. So these are the things that you want to pay really close attention to. Another great indicator is listening to what your friends or people in your surroundings come to you and ask for advice, or what your conversations are circulating around, because that again gives you a great indicator on what is in alignment and what did you come here to do in this lifetime. And you will notice when you are in your purpose that it gives you energy. When I'm speaking about human design or astrology or any of these concepts, I am so passionate and I cannot stop talking about it. And afterwards, I feel this tingling sensation in my body that I have more energy than before the conversation or before I talked about it. So that are the cues that you want to listen to. And you can hear that with other people, right? Like when someone is so passionate about something in their life and they talk about it, and you just feel the excitement and you feel the energy, and that is what you want to look within yourself. What are you so passionate about? And when you're talking about it, people are in awe of your excitement. Let's say you like to cook vegan meals for your friends or just for yourself, and when you speak about cooking, your eyes are lighting up and you're like, oh, I cannot wait to cook lunch for my friends, or I'm so excited to go to the supermarket and check out all these vegetables and all the fruit and all the things that are there. These are the cues that you want to follow. And the next step is that often people think about, oh, but how would I monetize that? How can I make a job out of that? And we completely want to let go of that thought, as difficult as it is, because only when we let go of how do I monetize that, only then we will be able to really follow that. And the interesting thing is that once you let go of that concept that you need to now follow certain steps, that the universe or God or whatever you believe in will literally open you every single door. And I can speak from my own experience. When I started tapping into human design, suddenly people came to me and asked me for guidance with it. People were contacting me to work for them or to collaborate with them because I was so on fire and I was so passionate about what I was doing. And that is what created later my job about it, and obviously then also the income. So as absurd as it sounds in the beginning, you really want to focus on what you love to do and step by step get better at it, and step by step just follow that passion. And you will see that opportunities will come your way, and you will always check ideally with your authority, meaning you're in a decision-making process, if this is in alignment with you and that if you want to keep on going there or if you want to continue. And if it is in alignment with you, you will go step after step. Often people have the idea that your purpose or your passion, and also specifically in your work-related space, just comes to you overnight and then here it is, that job, that will bring you fulfillment. But most of the time it is a step-by-step process. And for me, it took me many, many steps to even get to human design. I was doing the hypnotherapy training, the Reiki training, the sound healer training. I was interested in astrology. I was doing a podcast or 2 podcasts even before I even tapped into human design and it found me. But would I have not done the steps before, I would have never gotten to the point that human design came into my life. And from there, it doesn't mean the way is linear either, because obviously I'm teaching human design, but first I was just giving solo readings. And then I started doing group sessions, and then I started giving workshops. And by the way, if you want to attend one of my workshops, they're live in Berlin, but also online. Please check all the links down below, because we have a beautiful community of people. We get together every second week and we exchange things, all human design, and it is an absolutely amazing, wholesome community where you can be seen, where you can share your chart, where other people will give their thoughts and insights, and no matter what level you are, you can always participate. So it's amazing, and if you're interested in it, check the link down below. You can also participate online. So then the steps went further to starting the YouTube channel, etc. So as I said, the path is really not linear, and it can even open up new spectrums. And once you have found your passion and you will have this baseline frequency, things are easy. And obviously that does not mean that no problems will come up, but it means that your baseline frequency is that there's no burdens, there's no resistance when you're moving forward. And that is also how you know that you are on the right track. For me, human design has been really the thing where I have felt so little resistance, and obviously there's stuff that comes up where you need to work through, but that only serves you to make you better. And you need to have the persistence to keep on going, whatever it is. And if you are stuck in a job which is not your purpose, the chances are that you give up at one point, or that you exhaust yourself so much that you will end up in depression or burnout is huge. And from there, working yourself out will take a long time. So you rather want to build up slowly, step-by-step process, your passion and your excitement. And for some people, for specifically manifesting generators, there could be several passions that you have. It doesn't only need to be one, or maybe you're combining all the different passions into one. Whereas for a generator, it might be a little bit more of like a linear path where you find that one thing that is bringing you excitement. So having this excitement is what's going to bring you further and further along on your path. And don't let you give up too early. But if you're lacking that, if you don't have that, if you don't have that energy, well, then it will become very, very difficult for you to continue at one point, and you will probably start looking for another job. So if you come from the scarcity mindset, oh, I need to quickly find a job, need to make the money, you will end up in these short-lived cycles of frustration, burnout, needing to find another job, which in the end is more unsustainable than if you wait a little bit longer and go along your path of alignment, of purpose. Because that is actually what we're all here to do. We're all here to share our passion and our purpose with the world. And no matter what that is, it might be a small thing, it might be just making coffee for your friends or cooking for your friends, or on a bigger scale, we're here to find our lane. And the problem is that most people go off that lane and try to fit in a puzzle piece, basically, if you're imagining it like that, that is not theirs. And that is painful, and that will never fully work. We're here to be a big puzzle. We're here to have our own perspective, our own passion, and be the puzzle piece that fits into the greater whole. But if you're trying to fit in a wrong spot, that cannot work, and that will be painful for you, because you try with all means to bend yourself, to adjust yourself, which is not gonna work in the long run. And therefore, being your authentic self and knowing yourself is so crucial. And I'm here really to help you understand and discover what makes you unique. And you can get that through a personalized reading, which is the most direct way to work with me, obviously, in a one-on-one session where I'm really talking about your individuality. That is my big passion, helping people understand that they're unique and pointing out what makes them unique. And then so you can go along with that and you don't have any weird thoughts about that something is wrong with you or you need to fit in, and really empowering you to be yourself. And no matter how that looks like. For example, I love techno and I love fashion and I love going out dancing, but I also am a very spiritual person. But spirituality does not need to look a certain way. You can love techno and wear techno fashion and still be spiritual and be working in a yoga studio, etc. So I want to help you also tap into what makes you unique and find that, because that is what's making you free, and that is what's going to bring you on your purpose. And if you want to go even deeper, I will host a retreat this coming up summer on Ibiza with just 10 limited spots. So the faster you book your spot, the more the chances that you get in. And this retreat is so special because it will be focused about your individuality. So in this retreat, I will beforehand calculate every person's chart. So we will be a group that is very aligned with each other, and you will be catered to your individual needs. So do you need more alone time? We will gonna give that to you. What is your ideal way of eating? We're gonna give exactly that to you. What is your ideal environment? We're gonna cater with our rooms exactly to specific needs. So you will be nurtured, you will find your individuality, you will find your uniqueness. And if you're interested, check out the link down below. I would be so happy to see you there. And let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you have listened until now, you might consider subscribing or watching another video, because I have so many videos about empowering yourself to be more you. So with that being said, I'm sending you so much love and bye for now.